What up, YouTube? Oracle DBA girl here. And well, today makes 3 years that I've been an Oracle Apps DBA. So today's like a anniversary, I guess you can say. I'm pretty excited about it. Um, of course, I had to make a video for it. I'll first start off by saying I want to apologize to my fans that I have not done a video in a while. But after I go through this video, you all will definitely understand why. I want to take this opportunity to just basically talk about this year in general, and just, some things that I've learned basically. So I'm going to go ahead and just jump right in it. As I have here, what I'm doing now. Basically, at the present time, I am a consultant. I do more of projects. So I didn't know this, but I recently just learned you have a production DBA. You also have a project DBA. A production DBA is like you're working for this one company and you're mainly just working on their productions and just doing whatever that companies need. But a project DBA, you know, for instance, I will have a project that lasts about 6 weeks. Then you have a project that lasts about maybe 2 or 3 months. And on each job, you will do different tasks. I don't know which one I like better right now. I can say I definitely enjoy the production side a little more. I can say that, I believe, because you get to develop long-lasting relationships. For instance, I'm very close with some of the people at my first job, West Virginia University, and I miss, being able to create those relationships. The relationship that mean something. Creating family on a job. I haven't been able to do that since WVU, so I miss that aspect. I just think that WVU was a blessing. I haven't had that opportunity, doing projects. It's, hey, get in, do your job, and get out, not really looking for anything more than that. So I like the fact that on projects, you learn a lot in a short amount of time. It definitely takes you out of your comfort zone a lot. Production DBA work, it takes you out of your comfort zone too. But you have more of a, I guess you could say, cushion to learn some of the things you need to learn. But with project DBA, it's you just gotta hurry up and get it. A lot of my time coming home, I spend a lot of my time studying. I did that anyways as a production DBA, but I'm having to, do even more. Just anytime I can study for all kinds of stuff. I do know for now, like me being a consultant, I am having to learn more on the core DBA side, upgrading. I just got a project dealing with RAC and Oracle EBS. I'm pretty excited about that because I want to learn RAC. And right now, today's September the 4th, 2015. Every job description I've seen, they are looking for RAC as well as RMAN. And I didn't come in just really hitting the ground with core DBA stuff. So I'm having to go back and learn those things. So I'm excited about this upcoming project. So those are just some of the, I guess you could say, pros and cons of production DBA, project DBA. I like the project work for now, but eventually I know I want to work for a company and just be stable in that company. I don't know when that will be. Another thing with project DBA work, you get to travel. And so I haven't gotten a chance to travel like I want to, but I'm about to start. I'm looking forward to traveling. I'll get to come home on the weekends. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. I mean, I think I'll enjoy it. I'll let you all know how that goes. But that's what I'm up to now. Okay, I have lessons that I've learned in real corporate America as far as being a DBA. Uh, okay, like I said, as far as being a DBA, can't really speak on corporate America in any other field. But I did not realize how much Indians dominate this field. Getting a job as a consultant, that's all I see are Indians. That was a shock to me. Um, it just really shocked me. I don't think it's a bad thing, and I don't think it's a good thing. Um, I took the information and I made the best out of it. I can say that I've really start to develop relationships with the Indians and their cultures. I enjoy them. They're the most helpful, nice people you will ever meet. I can't say that about all of them, and I'll get into that later. But they are really helpful, and I just appreciate them. I've reached out to a lot of them on my Facebook, on the Oracle forums, the communities. I mean, the Facebook groups. I work with a lot of them on my job. I mean, it's just they really dominate this field, and I don't want to get on a race thing or anything, but well, the thing is, like, I'm like the only African American female I know that's an Oracle Applications DBA. And well, as far as DBA, I know regular core DBAs. I know a few African Americans. I know a lot of Africans, but I know a lot of Indians. And so they really dominate this field. And I had to, okay, I see that they're dominating this field. How am I going to make this work for me? So I reach out and I just talk to them a lot. I have found out if you want to be successful, yes, you're going to have to find some Indian friends in this field, but they are all helpful. They will go out their way to really help you. Now, there is a time difference. A lot of the Indians that I talk to, they are in India. I don't know the places that they're in, but sometimes there's a huge, well, it is a huge, not sometimes, there's a huge time difference. So, for the most time, we'll talk on the weekends. Or if I'm working from home, I'll talk to them then. But we'll just use TeamViewer. Y'all see I have TeamViewer right here. We'll use TeamViewer and I'll let them come into my virtual box, and they will help me on whatever it is. I mean, all you have to do is just go on Facebook, and it's so many groups. But even in those Facebook groups, like I said, the Indians, they dominate this field. And the crazy thing is, I didn't know, and I just found this out recently, their education over there is free. I'm like, America, we got to do better. And it explains why they go so hard. They saw opportunity and they took it. So, I mean, I will say this to the Indians, I'm doing my best to embrace you all. I think your culture is very interesting. I'm trying to learn your names. You all have, as far as me being American, man, your names are just out there. So forgive me for messing it up and chopping it up, but I know that, that's one of my goals, to figure out your naming conventions and getting these names right. So I have that here, just learning more about your culture and learning to embrace you all. I think it's going to be an awesome journey with me doing that. So, yes, I wanted to touch on that. I'm actually not done. I'm going to touch on it later. I think that's the good part, but later on, it will be a not so good part. Okay, the second part I want to talk about, I have people versus technical. And that's basically my experiences dealing with cultures and different ethnicities in this field. And I mean, it's like I said, I don't want to make it about race because it's not, but I just noticed every culture do things totally different, and it just amazes me. I am an observer. I learn vicariously by watching other people. And I just watch and I see, how the Indian culture does things completely different than the American culture. It's we're really night and day. My friends at WVU, shout out to Michelle and Miss Bev. They actually, gave me advice a lot at WVU, but I didn't realize it. It's one of those things you don't realize until you experience. So, like I said, this is the not so good part, but I learned that in India that it's definitely a man world. It really is. And I don't think some, not all, but I don't think some of them do well with women, having a voice. And like I put here, it's a man world, but I will make it my own world, because I say that, and I'll just give you all a synopsis as to what I've been experiencing. Like I have here, people are truly cutthroat in this field, and I don't think they have to be. And I've only experienced this with some Indians. Again, this is not for all of them. This is just some of them. But I have people versus technical, because the technical part I did not have to deal with this year. It was dealing with people, dealing with men. Okay, I went over the differences in, races, but let's look at gender. I don't hardly know any females in this field. I can count on one hand how many females are in this field that I know. And in my office, for now, I am the only African American. I am the only woman in my office that work as an Oracle Apps DBA. And I feel like I'm fighting tooth and nail. I feel like, let's see, it's just been a journey. It's been a crazy journey. I've had to do everything that I can think of to, show these people that, hey, I know what I'm talking about. It's just been so crazy, this journey. But I'm just trying to think of situations. And again, I'm not trying to single anybody out, but with the Indians, like, I will literally be talking. I will literally, be explaining things to my peers. And out of nowhere, Indian just come and cuts me off. And I'm like, hello, did you not hear me talking? And, I've just seen some things that come out of me that I didn't even know that was in me. I've just seen some real cutthroatness, and it's just crazy. I mean, I can be in the middle of a sentence and they just have no regards, and it's really baffled me. There's other situations, but dealing with people in this job, I've had to learn more of how to get that respect in corporate America. As a woman, or not even as a woman, but just as, I guess you can say as a woman, how to show people that I had to let my work speak for itself. I had to just sort of, allow my work to show these people that I'm not a pushover. And not only that, there's been a lot of times where I've just had to really just do some things, say some things that I was not proud of, to get respect. I don't know what the women in India go through, but if it's anything like what I've seen in this job, whoa, so that's just my opinion. Again, I hope you all don't take it the wrong way. I'm not saying that it's everybody, but some of the men that I've dealt with, it's really been cutthroat. It's been so cutthroat. So that's just been my experiences. Technical. As far as technical, the biggest thing that I've learned, like I said, this year, the technical part at this point is so easy. Like, anything that's new and is put in front of me, because you have the basics, because you have the foundation, it just comes so easily. It comes so naturally. The troubleshooting, it just comes. So the technical isn't the hardest part anymore. It's dealing with people that's the hardest part for me. Also, I have here, look at everyone as a mentor. I realize it doesn't matter if it's somebody who just coming in the door, it's somebody who been there for 14 years, it's somebody who they got the same amount of experience as you do. I've learned to learn something from each and every person. They know things that you don't know. So I always just listen to people, see what they have to say. Another thing I've noticed is everybody does things differently. So I'm always willing to see how you do it and make adjustments to what I do based off of what I see you do if it's better than what I'm doing. So I've seen that. But as far as technical, really haven't had any issues with technical. The last thing I have here is failure is actually success. I say that because, again, within this year, I think the worst have been brought out of me. I've done some things at my job that I was not proud of. I've said some things to people, you know. For anybody who don't know, I am a Christian. I've had to come home and repent every day. At sometimes because just they brought out the worst in me, side of me that I didn't even know I have. I think that I am a very pretty respectable person, and I don't get mad often. But ignoring me and insulting my intelligence like I'm not even there, yeah, I don't play that game. So yeah, but I think I did fail in these areas, but I think these areas actually made me very successful because I've learned to deal with people. One of the things my pastor taught me is, in life you're gonna continue to climb stairs. A lot of people they want to be on the top level. Let's say that there's 5 levels: level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5. And for each level, there's 10 stairs. Well, most people, they want to be at the top of the staircase for level 1 instead of being on the bottom of the staircase of level 2. I think at this point, I'm like on the bottom of level 2 and trying to climb to the top of level 2 to do it all over again. I've been I've been placed in a lot of uncomfortable situations. I've been taken out of my comfort zone to the fullest. But I had to learn that I had to embrace these situations. When I started embracing them and I changed the way I looked at it, so much stress was relieved, and just I started being able to handle the pressure that I was on as far as dealing with people. So I feel like I failed, but in that failure, I believe it's made me stronger as a person. It's made me stronger as an employee, and just being more business minded, corporate America minded, learning how to deal with people being cutthroat. So I'm thankful for the trials, I guess you can say. I have here: the greatest enemy of your progress is your last success. That's one of my favorite quotes. And as you can see, it was written by Miles Monroe. I've learned in this job what that truly means. Well, let me see how I can put it. Here, no one cares about your success. No one cares. They don't care about what you do. They don't care about what you learned. It's more of, okay, you did that, now let's get to the next thing. And that's one of the things that I've learned. Once you accomplish something, then that accomplishment is no longer valid. you have something greater that you can do. So now you need to get to doing your greater. And I've been slowly adapting that and trying to live by that. And it's been helping me become more thorough in my documentation. It's been helping me become, more proficient. Um Walt Mercier at CSC, he taught me 99% is never good enough. And I used to think the man was crazy when he said that. But as a DBA, we can't afford to mess up sometimes. Now, don't get me wrong, you are going to make mistakes. But what I mean is, when you're not careful, when you're not attentive to details, it's that one mistake that you forgot that will cause the company to lose time, which could cause the company money. And so I used to think he was crazy when he would be like 99% is not good enough, because that's an A plus. Dude, what are you talking about? 99% is not good enough. But it is that 1% that you're missing that could definitely cost somebody a life in real life. We have to perfect our craft. We have to be great at our craft, and that takes attention to detail. And you have to just make sure everything is taken care of. And once I actually started developing that attitude after I left CSC to come to the new company that I'm at. And once I started doing that, I started taking my time a lot more. So it does take me longer to do things, but I don't mess up. And so I just wanted to put that out there. And the last thing I have is know your worth, negotiations. I got to do a fairly good amount of that coming to this job. And because of the experience that I've had just over 2 years, I've got to negotiate a lot of stuff as far as my salary and just other things. So it was awesome to be able to do that. It was awesome to be able to sort of call the shot as far as a job. And I know this is only the beginning. I've been doing this for 3 years, you guys. This is only the beginning. So these are just what I have. Just some word of wisdom, I don't really have much more than this. I hope that this was a blessing to you all. Again, shoot for the stars, y'all. Let's get it. I mean, y'all do whatever it takes to become an Oracle DBA. It is a awesome field. I also want to say, yes, I have been going through it at my job this year, but I don't want you all to think. I'll be honest. I tried to quit. I started looking for other jobs. I was trying to pray like, hey, God, why you got me here? Like, really? Like, this ain't what you called me for. This is not that abundant life you talked about. But it's really shown me that it's just a lot we don't know. He knows what's on the inside of us better than we know what's on the inside of us. So his plan is just gold. I didn't imagine that life would be this great. Even though I went through these trials and tribulations, yeah, he's shown me that it's to make me better, and it has made me better. And I'm thankful for him now. I wasn't then, but I'm thankful now because I become a better Oracle Apps DBA. I can already see he's getting me ready for like management and just learning how to be a leader. I'm so excited about it. So I just wanted to put this out there. Hey, you guys, I am going to do my best to get you all some new videos. I apologize, but like I said, I've been stressed out on my job. I've been going through it, but things have slowed down in the last month or so. So yes, I am going to get you all some videos. I'm actually doing the R12.2.4 installation and upgrade. So I can't put that online though, y'all. That thing is so time consuming, it's not even funny. I don't have any idea how I would do that entire video, and to me it's still not stable. So if I was to do a video, like, the documentation changed way too much right now. So maybe when they get it stable and I can go through that without struggling, I will probably do it one day. But if you all have any suggestions, just let me know. Happy studies. Good luck, you guys. Thank you for watching. Oracle DBA Girl signing off.